Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday. Sorry, I'm just on a high. I have had a shaken day. It has definitely been shaken. It has not been stirred. I have been at Networking Riches today. It was a hybrid because we had in person in Colorado Springs, and then we had us on the Zoom, live on the Zoom. And it was a very different day. It was amazing. It was awesome. Lots of new content, just because times are changing. So when Casey did these events a couple of years ago, he did a shift to this is how you network online because we weren't meeting in person at the time. Now we're starting to do these hybrid things. People are starting to get back in person. We're still doing online meetings and everything else. So we were talking about the difference of doing the two, which was awesome. But before I get more into that, how was your day? What did you do today to shake up your day? And there's some suggestions from a week or two ago running across the bottom of the screen, just with some ideas about how to shake up your day and that sort of thing. I didn't get to do that this morning because it was a busy morning this morning, a very busy morning. We started with, got up at the normal time, I was up by 5 and got my day started how I normally get started and everything else. And then, of course, I had to do the extra steps of putting this on, making sure the hair was done, which I don't normally do. And then having my sparkly top on, which you ought to have seen if you had watched this morning's thing. And I looked back at it and I thought, I'm very shiny on the face. But then I only do minimal makeup, which is eyebrows, eyeliner, mascara, lip gloss, and a little bit of eyeshadow in there too. I don't do the other thing, so maybe if I did, yeah, that's just too much work. But so we had those extra steps in there as well. And Zephyr decided she wanted an extra long walk this morning, and then I wasn't sure if I was going to get back and get online on time because I needed to be online earlier than I normally am on a weekday, only because I was one of the greeters for the event. So making sure that for those that were on chat, that they had somebody to chat to welcome and that sort of thing. But it was really cool. We got some first timers there, which is always awesome. And watching people, when you're watching the grid on the Zoom of what people are doing, the number of people that had their head down and you could tell that they were busy writing was awesome. So we had a few new people, which was great. We had some that had been only once before, some that had been many times before. It was just a really good event today. I even took lots of notes. And I'm not, I've done this event. I think I've missed a total of, 1.5. Missed one completely because I was either traveling or out of the country. I think I was in New Zealand for one of them. And then there was the one that I did from beside Brad's hospital bed. And I was kind of on that and kind of off it. So whenever anybody came into, doctors or nurses came into the room, I turned my camera off, turned the sound off, paid attention to what was going on with it, and then I hopped back on. That was my half. Yeah. And every other one I've been to. So whether it's been live or on Zoom, but I always enjoy those events. You can see the light bulbs going off, which is awesome. I love watching light bulbs go off. And that's that little light bulb that sits over people's head, and all of a sudden they have that aha moment. And as soon as they go, oh, or aha, that little light goes and starts shining because they've learned something new. And by the looks of it, we might have had a couple that the lights exploded because they were just sort of like deer caught in headlights because of all the good information that they were getting, which I love because I knew that they didn't just get shaken up. They had an earthquake moment. So that's why I love these events. You always see the light bulbs going off and seeing other people with what sparks them, what some of their takeaways are. It's always good. And tomorrow, we've got my favorite part, which is the breakthrough zone. And that's when you really see a lot of light bulbs go off. Because not only is the person who is there, we're working on a breakdown that they're having in their business, it's used as a teaching moment for everybody else. And I hope Casey's not watching this, but I think I actually take more notes during the breakthrough zone than I do during the actual event. only because there's more specific information coming out instead of general information. It's more specific. If you're having problems in this area, this is what. And I'm like, oh, that's a really good. Even I have low points. And even though I get notes I do take notes during the presentation on things that suddenly click with me or new stuff that's there. And so I'm more in tune with that. But most of my notes these days with Networking Riches are taken during the breakthrough zones, because he brings in other coaches that helps the person who is in the breakthrough zone, and all sorts of magic happens then. So what did you guys get to do that shook up your day today? I had a couple of people contacting me and booking appointment times with me. There was one person on there I looked at and I went, and this person I haven't seen in probably somewhere between 8 and 10 years. Was the last time that we were together in the same room. But we're having a catch-up call this week. It's awesome. So we get to sit back, kick back, relax, and chat for a bit and just catch up with each other. Because from what she said she's doing, I think it's completely different from what I knew. Yeah, it's completely different from what I knew her doing back then. So both of us have had a lot of change in our lives in the last 8 to 10 years. So to be able to sit down with her this week and catch up with her, it's going to be awesome. And because she's such an incredible person. We've kept in contact by Facebook message and Facebook posts and that sort of stuff, but to actually be in the same room together, or actually be on the phone and just on the phone catching up and talking with each other is we haven't done that in a long time. So it's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that, and may have some new genealogy clients out of it. I don't know. We've got calls set up to figure it out. So that's going to be awesome too. And it was just overall, it was a really good day. Yeah, I can't say more. I'm exhausted, tired. I'm sort of like, what am I going to have for dinner tonight? And I've got a lot of salad stuff, but I thought all my meat's frozen. And I didn't take anything out to defrost for dinner tonight. And I'm sort of like, well, I have all these vegetables. Like I got the macro. I got to figure out the name of what that green pack is. It has all these little shoots in it from all these different greens, like broccoli and spinach and kale and other things in there. And they're just little shoots, but it's really, really yummy. And last night I threw some tomato, and I thought I had 2 sausages, and I thought, well, I can cook them both up. I can have one for dinner because they were long sausages, and I thought I can have one for dinner and the other one, and they were chicken sausages with feta and spinach in them. And I can cook them both up, have one tonight, and then I've got one for lunch tomorrow. Well, I opened up the pack and there was one in there, and I thought, I could have sworn I ordered 2. But I only paid for one. So obviously I only ordered one. I was like, okay, I ordered one, we got one. And I thought I'd ordered 2, so that's okay. I did order 2 and they only had one available. But it was really good. The chicken, spinach, and feta sausage was really, really good, and it cooked up beautifully on the grill. And for the size, they say 6 to 8 minutes on the grill, and we did 6, and maybe could have gone for a minute longer, but overall it was pretty good. Put it this way, it went down very well with my little salad on the side, and I didn't put any dressing on my salad. I didn't do the Greek yogurt cucumber mixy thing. I didn't do that with the avocado. I just had the salad dry with the tomatoes. I didn't put anything on the salad portion of it. But overall, it was a good dinner last night. So I'm trying to figure out what to do for dinner tonight. So I do have some cold meat, and there are these really great. They're sandwich thins, and they're made with cauliflower. I'm like, yes. And apparently they toast up very well. So I figured, I might actually toast them and just do a cold meat and salad sandwich with them. But those cauliflower things I've been eating, and it gets 6 to a pack, and 6 sandwich thins, and so and like about around. And so I had some last week, and I was making sandwiches for my lunch with them, and they were really, really good. So I might try toasting them tonight on the grill and making up like a toasted sandwich with some cold meat and salad in there. So Maybe we'll see. But right now, I'm going to go get changed. Yeah, I did change my shirt. I got to go get out of my shorts and put my walking stuff on, which is jeans, and my shoes, and take a certain pup for a walk, and then we'll probably lock ourselves in for the night and kick back and relax and try and get an early night so that we're ready and rearing for tomorrow, because tomorrow's going to be an awesome day. But anyway, let us know how your shake-up day went. How shaken up did you get? Were you stirred or were you shaken? And how badly were you shaken? Was it earthquake level of being shaken? Did you do any of the 10 things that are floating across the bottom of the screen here? How did you get shaken up today? Anyway, go have a super fantastic sparkling weekend, and we will catch up with you guys tomorrow morning bright and early. This time I will try to get on before I get on to Networking Riches. But who knows? It could be another one of those, while they're doing the housekeeping things, I'm just going to jump on real quick, do a real fast thing on Serenity Sunday, and jump off again. Who knows? We shall wait and see. But go out, have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here bright and early tomorrow morning for Serenity Sunday. Hey, Conetta.